brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Jets coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited. Throwing on their first play. Buys time, rolling right. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Pass play now. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The home teams and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
On the move, headed right. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get 6 more on their early advantage. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call it there for one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Flushed out now to his left. Caught near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Chased out to his right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
They'll come out throwing. Escapes out to the left. Throwing deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. He'll throw it from his own end zone. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. He's on the move. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. But what a difference it can make for an offense.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Back to throw now. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. There he goes again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Throwing from the gun here. Forced out to his right. Jukes one defender. And he's officially into enemy territory now, and they're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, it's Hall. Works his way to the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And that's a New York touchdown. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll throw on 1st. On the move, headed right. They connect on the deep shot. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
From midfield now. Getting out to his left. On the move, looking deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The win goes to the Jets. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line.